Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Corporate Gamer broadcast. I am your host, Corporate Gamer, and yes, we are not playing some retro games tonight. I wanted to actually move forward in GreedFall. I've been liking the story so far, and I've been really enjoying it. So I'm thinking that should be continuing to play it. So I apologize if it's disappointing. I'm not playing anything retro, but it is what it is. So let's get right into it. Oh yeah, I forgot to do something. All right. So now, find Karadig in the Keeper of Promises. And the main quest is the Trial of Waters. So, yeah. Yeah, let's do this side quest. Where am I going? I'm going here. I do declare. Yeah, by the way, that was the free game on Xbox this month, or one of the free games anyways. Ever since the pandemic, I've been really bad at downloading the free games. I should get back into it though. Alright. Apparently this is the closest I could go. Really? Apparently I have to figure out a few places, so sure. Well, they're all sleeping. Alright, sure. I'll fight you on the way back. And this is where impossible to climb. So there's nothing here, so I do have to fight them. Oh, god damn it.
Protect me in this battle! Shadow engulf our enemies!
Alright. Okay, so I have to go that way. I take it that this is the path I have to take. Of course, I have to fight something.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
There's only one? That's weird. Okay, so where do I have to go? There's a place over here. There's a place over here. So let's continue over here. Let's see what's around here. Hey, Psych, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, kind sir. Ganadora. Oh, is there a campsite? Looks like it. Looks like I can go here. Yes, there's a path there, but there's a camp here. So let me go get the camp so I don't have to redo this again. No, wrong button. Alright, I set up camp. Awesome. Alright. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Hawthorne. I do declare. And that is not where I'm supposed to be going. And now this is all open. I've been here before. The barracks. Nothing like Barack. Alright, let's go back. It's all good, man. Lurk away. Lurky, lurky, lurky. Lurky, lurky, lurky. Hope that you've been having a great weekend. Oh, there's the music. I'm sure there's enemies nearby. And we fleet them. Apparently. Let me save here, because I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing. Save. No. Who are you? I'm probably going to have to come here at one point. This is the best part about this game. You can just, like, loot. Nobody gives a shit. You don't lose any karma. You don't lose anything. It's amazing. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. This game has a lot of rough edges, I have to admit. I'm pretty sure I came here before. But
Can you come and see me?
sure.
Bird tear to mud. Thank you for coming to talk to me. You are on Olmanawi, but you also look like a Lugaid Blau.
Lugaid Blau? Is that what you call the congregation?
Yes, those who have yellow eyes on their banner.
They're coins. But to answer your question, yes. I'm the legate of the congregation.
Is legate the Renaikse word for on Olmanawi?
No. It means that I am in charge of diplomatic relationships with the other nations.
So I was right. You will be able to help us. Some of your clan are preventing us from accessing one of our sacred glades.
Really? Why would they do that?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan came to ask us for wood for their houses. There were some old trees in this glade, so we let them do what they wanted. At first, everything was fine. But then they cut down too many trees. So we wanted to heal the place, plant some new trees, but they won't let us come close. Their bod irony, their warriors, are stopping us from doing so.
I could investigate.
Yes, please. You must tell them that they have to let us heal the glade.
Alright, so let's do this. Okay. So let's heal the glade then, right? Alright. So I have to go there apparently. No, it's over here. Really? Really? Alright, let's get out of here. And I don't think I discovered where I'm supposed to go. So, it's going to take me a while. Because this game doesn't believe in giving you transportation. However, I have the calves of steel. 141 that way. I never discovered this place, so I have to go all around. Alright. This is going to be another fetch quest. I can sense it. Did I actually use all of my skills? Yeah, I did. Yep. It's an abandoned site. Yeah, it's an abandoned site. There's no one here. Oh.
Some Renaigse around here.
That doesn't happen often. Do you want something?
Ask them why they live here.
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man. But he wasn't my Minundanem. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
Okay. I'm gonna leave now. But I have to go that way. And is there any way of getting there? These are rocks. Apparently there's a way out here. So, of course, this is not Assassin's Creed. I cannot apparently jump anywhere. Because why would that would make it easy?
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
Who are they fighting? Oh. Wow. This guy's tough.
Your armor is falling apart. May the shadow engulf our enemies. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Come on. For fuck's sake.
May the shadow engulf our enemies. Protect me in this battle. Be careful. Your armor is falling apart. May the shadow May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
Oh, I ran away. Well, that's good. Running away is always good. And apparently I'm dropping my frames and I have no clue why. But it is what it is. Alright. Where is... Oh, there we go. Path in the forest. Okay, so... There's probably a campsite there. Oh, jeez. Fucking blind I am. Alright. Come on. Okay, so logging expedition. So let me save here because I do not know what's gonna happen here.
We do not want to shed blood. We want to get...
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
De Sardet, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. But the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in. Do not force us to use our weapons.
Alright.
Hello, Doctor. I am the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters
I'm
died
at 30 hours.
Yes. They got
It's
sick
about
yesterday
40,
afternoon,
45 or
and
50.
2 hours later, they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them
Doing some
writhing
side
in
quests
pain.
and stuff.
None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
It probably isn't. Yeah, so it's about, so far I'm at 30 hours in. It's an action RPG that has some rough edges. The polish is lacking in a sense where the graphics can be lackluster in some places. The text at the bottom doesn't always reflect what they're saying. The limp syncing is a little bit off. But what people call that charming for Fallout, in this one kind of falls short, but it's pretty good. The main game estimation is about 25 to 30 hours. If you include well, so far, again, I haven't finished it. I'm at 30 hours, but I've done a lot of the side quests. And there's a lot of points where I got stuck, and I stayed there for a little while. So I would say about 40 hours each. For 40 hours for the whole story if you want to do it properly. Because you have no choice. You have no choice to do the side quests because for certain things, it's weird. You kind of, they punish you for, instead of like other games where they say, like other games, like they say, you know, you need to be level 25 to do this. In this one, it doesn't tell you have to be a level 25, but if you don't put your points in the right attribute, you can't continue. Something stupid like vigor for jumping over something or walking on a log. I got stuck. I had to go back, do some side quests to do it. Yeah, so it punishes you for kind of not choosing the right thing, which is weird. Like, I understand you have to pick and choose what type of so you have three types of things that you have to skill points that you have. You have skills, attributes, and talents. The skills come at every level. Attributes every 3 levels, you get a point, and talents is every 4 levels, you get a point. Here, it's like just your weapons. It's your normal RPG tree, which is fine. Attributes, it's more of like this is how like this is more for your weapons. And these are actually like talents. So like for one, like at the beginning, I was like, oh, lockpicking, and I always liked to lockpick. So I loaded on lockpicking. But then I got stuck because for vigor, I only had 1. I didn't have 2. And then charisma, at one point, you lose more and more as you advance more in the game, so you need to have more. Now, you can reset skills. You have a memory crystal, so if you look at the bottom of the screen, you have an X for resetting the skills, and then you can redistribute your points if you want to. But in general, it kind of punishes you for if you happen to not choose the right thing, which kind of sucks in a way. The story though is very interesting. If you're into native stories, how natives could have interacted with mainlanders and so on. This is really interesting, and it's a really interesting story, and it gives you a lot of stuff to think about. Yeah, there's an overarching. The main story of Greedfall is basically all over the mainland. There's a blood disease called the Malachor, which you're trying to find a cure for, and you're trying to get leads to get you to see who can cure this disease. And you learn of some things you learn some things along the way. You're kind of a interracial in this game. You were born as a native. You learned that later on, but you're kind of half native, half main. You grew up on the mainland, so you kind of have the best of both worlds in a way. And basically, you're trying to figure out, the side quests and everything. It develops the story around the whole, the natives and how the mainlanders are trying to take over the native lands and how the natives are trying to defend their land and so on and so forth. But in the same time, the main arc is that you're trying to find a cure for this by appealing to different things. And then, similar to Fallout, you have companions that you can bring, 2 companions at any time. And then you have different factions where you have a relationship level. So for Petrus, I'm friendly. Afra, he's suspicious. Ciora, she's nice. So at one point, you build reputation points, and then I personally liked it. I'm liking the story, and I said this yesterday on my stream, and I'll say it again. This game is a great platform for a second one. It's a great base to have a second game come out and fix and tweak everything that was kind of iffy in the first one. But by far, this is the best game that came out of Spider. Flat out. They really wanted to create an action RPG, and it's really interesting. I really like it. But it's much more linear than if you're thinking you're going to be crafting, or there's crafting, but it's more like crafting like Fallout New Vegas and not crafting like Fallout 4, right? So it's not, the crafting is not super developed. It's more linear. Like you have side quests and stuff, but it's more linear. All right, let's see.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. Strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
The New Vegas crafting is like, it was a little bit more advanced than Fallout 3. You were able to build a few weapons. You were able to upgrade them. you're able to pick. So I'm playing at a level where it's more of I don't have to craft much. And again, craft, it's like, it's another thing. You have to have like attribute points put to craftsmanship so you can craft certain things or upgrade certain things. So I'm kind of at a point where I'm kind of stuck now, and I kind of have to start doing something.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They
I
didn't
don't
die of
either.
disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses. So I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these 3 men be poisoned?
Ask her if she recognizes the poison.
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No. I've never seen such a deadly poison with these symptoms.
Ask her who the barracks. Ask her who entered the barracks. I know it's barracks, but still.
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual? No.
Okay.
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening. Life is dreary here. But if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also be on the pile of corpses.
I'm also playing this on my Xbox One X. My Xbox One S. And but it's an enhanced game for Xbox One X, so I'm sure it looks better on an Xbox One X. Ask her about what they ate.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, we'll see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Alright, let's go to the camp. And then you can craft some potions because it's medieval, well, not medieval times, but it's the olden times where, you know, you have a few religion factions. Come on. What did the fox say? Do, 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 do. Did I miss it? No. Find the hunters at the edge of the woods. Is it who I fucking crossed before? Because if it is, I'll be pissed. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hello? Fuck, come on. What the hell?
Atoy! This is our prey, Renaikse. How can we
By the way, Renaikse means outsider.
Prey?
So they use a lot of, I don't know if it's an actual language or made out of different native languages, but they have their own languages in this game, their own native languages, and you have different tribes in different areas. Justify myself.
We only defended ourselves. These beasts attacked us. But take them. We do not intend to eat them.
Thank you. But what are you doing here, Renaikse, if you're not here to hunt?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Oh, charisma. I actually have 100%. Yay! I can actually...
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous Dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaigse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You are the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance. And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Corsillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict, without violence.
Alright. De Corsillon. So to travel between cities, there's two different ways you can do it. Actually three. There's main travel points like this, where it's a globe. You have your campsites, and then you have, there's areas where you can pay a fee to go from one to a couple of areas. It's people that drive you. I don't know why you would ever use that. I don't know why it's in the game. But it is what it is. I have to go out. Oh. And these boxes always keep getting refilled. But they're harder to find during the day. And all the houses look the same. Is he still upstairs? Where is he? Okay, he's up. Why did that disappear? There we go, Mr. Corsillon.
Sir de Corsillon.
Desade, my young student, what can I do for you?
Thanks for lurking, Psych. Talk about the camps.
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Good. You have traveled great distances, and the Terra Incognita will soon be but a distant memory. Keep doing what you're doing, Desade. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Talk about Professor Seraphidin. Oh no, talk about the camps. Sorry.
The mission you entrusted me with
Oh,
has made
no,
great
that's
progress.
I just did that.
Very well. Good. Keep doing.
Okay. Talk about Professor Seraphedin.
I found no traces of Professor Seraphedin yet.
That's most regrettable. But keep looking for him, will you? You never know. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Talk about the conflict surrounding the glade.
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigador. They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by our woodcutters to heal it. To reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilio.
Alright. I have to go back down. I have to go down as well. Alright. A lot of fetch quests, that's for sure. How much gold do I actually have? 737. Nice. There we go. Property deed of the logging expedition. Following negotiations between Chief Dunkus and Governor de Morange over lands in the Quenvar region, it was hereby decided that the negotiated lands would henceforth be a sole and exclusive property of the merchant congregation for the purpose of carrying out a logging activity. Access to this area is now restricted to members of the congregation. Alright, so now I have to go to La Madame de Morange. Alright. The camera is a little bit shoddy. I apologize. By the way, every palace looks exactly the same. There's points where I've been like, hey, I've been here before. Nope. It's because, yeah. Oh, that was short.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
Ask about the contract related to the clearing.
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigador. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
I think I already went through that.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Ugh.
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed. And I think I
The
may
shadows
have
are
a
so
solution
bad.
that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
Alright, let's go talk to Dunkus. Or dumbass, whatever it is. Whee. What a waste of time. You spend half the game just fucking running around. And I'm probably not using the travel thing properly, but... Alright. Like, it tells you that there's a thing over there, right? Which is 320 meters. But the closest map, the closest travel point is my area, which is my apartment, or my home, which is here. Like, it doesn't tell you that, though. You kind of have to magically learn how that is. It's so stupid. See, it's little things like that that it's kind of like, it's annoying, and you can see the polish is missing. But the story is really interesting. Well, for me, anyways. What did the legate say? Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Dunkus. Oh. Alright.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Done god of the Yigido. You're very strange for Renaise. Who are you?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugeir Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were On Almanawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here, On Almanawi?
Talk about the conflicting... the conflict concerning the Glade.
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely, to accomplish your rituals or heal the area. And the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tat.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochre berries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Duncas, I beg you. I only wanted the Renaigse to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
Talk about the Promise Keeper.
We're looking for Karadeg, the Keeper of Promises.
Did he come back to your village?
He did come, and then he left. We could not take him back.
Talk about the Engraver's exile.
Did you exile him? Why?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with our stance on the Renaigse. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. This is why he joined the Gaesrad. And I did not want him to return if it meant that he would bring his hatred with him.
Ask about the Engraver's current location.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide. He must have left for the woods, south of here. He knows the area well. Is there anything else?
No, I'm gonna go. Talk about the Promise Keeper.
Did you receive any news from Karadeg?
No. He must still be hiding in the woods. Further, is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkers.
Qua awalum seg.
Alright. Okay. Let's do this one. Sucks that there's not a mini map. I gotta go straight and then turn on my right.
Bird there to man.
Sure. Okay, let's go. Let's go straight. What did Ranaxe say? Okay, keep to the right. Fungus. Alright, so I gotta go... What the fuck is right? I can't go down there. What's here? I don't want to go on here right now. Let's go get to the task at hand. That's another thing too. I can't like go over a wall at a certain size because I need my finger.
It is Karadeg. He's over there.
Siora, Bertir Tumad Donegad. What are you doing with these strangers?
These strangers are my friends, Karadeg. You can speak in front of them without fear.
What do you want?
Ask him about his role as Keeper of Promises.
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the Keepers of Promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust of the Donegada and prove their wisdom. Then they teach us the words of stone. And when someone wants to seal a promise, we offer them those words.
So you're a kind of cleric? Thank you, Karadeg.
Do you want to know anything else?
I must go. Thank you for your help.
Okay. By question, did I not question him and everything?
Renaikse.
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
Stupid.
It is the stone of the Renaikse, isn't it? I should never have accepted to seal such a promise. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to fulfill my duty. Not when Bladnid was demanding it. And now that she is no longer with us, these Monasinaiga are chasing me.
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved on it. The stone has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I prepared the glyphs. All the details are there.
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised. Can you give it to us?
No, Donegad. I do not mean to disrespect you, but I will not. Renaikse only bring us trouble, and you come with them. They will disappoint you just like they disappointed your mother. I do not want to deal with them ever again. They threaten my life, and because of them, I am forced to hide here.
Threatened to give away the location of his hideout to the priests. do not have the required talent level. Threatened to give away the location of his hideout.
In that case, maybe we should tell the priests about your hideout. How about that?
Why would you do that? They would kill me.
I cannot believe you would say that.
This man's hatred of the settlers has made him blind. That he'd rather let his village fall into their hands than help us. He leaves me no choice.
Here, take this damned bark and leave me alone. Leave!
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Isolde.
Hey, there's a fast track. Nice.
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Isolde, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Talk about the agreement with the missionaries.
Isolde, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything new?
Talk about the stone that was destroyed.
We went to Falristel to see the stone.
Were you able to read it, Siora? No, because it was destroyed by someone. I am certain that the priests did it to protect their lies. You're probably right, but for as long as we cannot prove it...
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a model.
Siora, what's written on it? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here. And even less about them being entitled to the spirits of the people of our village. So they lied. They mocked us and insulted the memory of our mother. I think it's high time they left. Don't you agree? I think so too. Come on, let's go. You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance, your people must convert to the light.
Convince them to leave.
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village will be happy to make you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave before having to face their wrath.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well, we're leaving. But we will not forget your role in this matter, Your Excellency.
Yeah, I lost reputation. I got back my native's reputation.
I did not think they would leave of their own accord. Thank you, Anol Manawi. Thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. And we will be able to perform our rituals and give our mother back to the earth. Yes. Thank you. Our village is in your debt. Siora, I will need you for the ritual. Will you help me? Of course, Asir.
All right. Next. All right. Fun times in the wilderness. Wait a minute. 118 that way. Is there any way of getting there from here? I have to go around? Well, that sucks. I have to go here. Every time I have a deer, I freaking get scared. Alright, let's save.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
Okay.
If this mine is as dangerous as Doncass said it was, those who are exploiting it are reckless. Do these people not have any regard for the lives of their miners?
These Renagse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Okay. Go to the abandoned mine in the region of Sonora and assess the situation. Oh, okay. Now that opens up.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those crazy fools have reopened this mine.
The Monesinaiga. They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sieur de Courcillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Alright, let's go back. I literally just fucking had a campsite. Like again, it doesn't show you the campsite. It just shows you the main area on my right. Yeah, my right. Oh, that's right there. Oh, come on. Thank you. Not bad. An hour and 8 minutes and I've accomplished nothing. Yay. Hope that you guys are having a wonderful Sunday evening. Oh, did somebody follow? Somebody followed. Some spark star. I did not even see the alert. welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Hope that you're having a wonderful evening. I have a weird running pattern. Alright.
Sir de Corsilion.
Decidez, my young student, what can I do for you?
Talking about the exploitation of the mine in near Vegabadabadu.
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigigador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry. We'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
This sounds very much like
Looking
the
forward
previous
to seeing
freaking
you
mission
again,
that I just did.
Sir de Corsilion.
Like the previous quest. Like, it's exactly the same thing. For fuck's sake. I have to go all the way down to the fucking archives, see a fucking deed, then I'm gonna freaking go visit somebody or visit him. Oh, fuck. Oh. Property deed of an old mining plot belonging to Master Maillard. This document is written in legal jargon. It is a property deed belonging to Master Maillard. It concerns some land situated in the Svenvard region, including an old mine. The document was signed by Madame de Morange. You will need help to understand all its legal subtleties.
It seems as though you can't decipher the glyphs of your own people's document.
I get lost in all the legal jargon, but they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they
Yes,
say.
like we did exactly the last time. Like the same mission. Is it fucking possible? Like, this is fucking annoying.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to...
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Maillard. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry. This type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigigador. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened, and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses there.
Alright. Okay, let's go back to my house. Oh, he is in New Serene. Shit. For some reason, I didn't think it was in New Serene. Where is he? He's 87 meters that way. Alright. Then let's go 87 meters that way. Should I go this way, or should I go that way?
Come closer, good people. The cure
Is it here? Oh, there we go.
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here, Your Excellency?
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigigador. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed to employ slaves there.
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small bonuses needed. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me, I have to get back to my activities.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous. And you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure it's nothing that a small bonus can't fix. Goodbye, sir. Best wishes to your cousin.
Alright. A lot of running around. Literally, a lot of running around. I took the fucking long way, didn't I? I took the longest route ever to get to where I was supposed to go. I didn't even see my alert go on. I don't even know if it did go on. I apologize if it didn't.
Sir de Corsilion.
De Sardet, my young student, what can I do for you?
I verified the contract with Lady Morange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, as we expected, without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then went to meet Master Maillard.
So, what did he have to say in his defense?
He turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe me.
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget basic decency. But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge of the congregation on this island. Here, this is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all his land for breaching his contract. For his crimes against the natives, he's banished from this island. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to the mine immediately. The prisoners must be freed as soon as possible, and the mine closed once more.
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Oh. Alright. Man, I worked out my arms and my arms are killing me. That's what happens when you're not used to working out. Alright, so where am I supposed to go? There we go.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's ministers. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's orders.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Are you looking for trouble?
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to find you here. Here is a document from Sir de Corsillon on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, you are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tier-Fredi.
Impossible. By what right? Guards, this man threatens me.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf my enemies.
These people were monsters. I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkas everything.
Can't use it, but it's a nice thing. Health potion, no, I don't need that. I need endurance too. Screw you. Okay, so where do I go now? Why can't I open it? I don't understand. Okay. I don't understand why that...
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
You must believe that not all GreedFall are alike.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
call this running around? Keep forgetting where the fuck my camp is. Right. Man, there's a lot of freaking traveling. All right.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
Talk about the mine.
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and he will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you are my Karants, my friend. You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'm honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it. Since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it, he will be sentenced to heal it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Corsillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Dunkus. It's a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
Ooh, +4 for the natives. Nice. Nope, that's it.
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. I feel bad doing this, but like you can just steal. Alright, next on the list. Saint Matthias. Wasn't there something around here to go travel? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's go. Let's go around the camp. Oh. Where am I supposed to go? Oh. No, there's no thing. Where am I supposed to go? There has to be a way of getting... I can't climb this. How am I supposed to go there? Is there an exit up there somewhere? No, there's no exit here. This is just huh. That is weird. Now I remember why I abandoned this mission. It's impossible to climb, but how the fuck are you supposed to get in there? It's literally right behind. Actually, it's not. I have to go back to where I came from. According to this, where is this invisible wall? Can't go in here. Can't go up there. How the fuck do I go? Is there another way of getting there? I haven't discovered it, and there's nothing that I've discovered. Unless I go all around. Although here, there's nothing. There's no exit. So I still have to go through here. Fuck. There's actually no other way of getting there.
So, did you find anything? Or do you...
Ask her to remind you where to start searching.
Could you tell me once more where we should start looking for traces of St. Matthias's journey?
Well, the text on the tablets indicates that he went deeper into the heart of the swamp, following a path going north. But you should depart from the excavation site, since that's where he wrote this. Anything else, Your Excellency?
I must leave you.
Isn't this the excavation site? Seriously? Like, I don't know how to get where I'm supposed to go. I'm going the wrong way. There's no way to get past this wall. Ah. Ah, boy. I hate being stuck. You can start by reaching to the nearest camp and then stick to the right side of the map. At some point it will give you a climb stone ledge. You are ordered to follow in the footsteps of St. Matthias. The further path can be a bit difficult to find. Start by reaching the nearest camp And then stick to the right side of the map. At some point you will have to climb a stone ledge. After a while you will encounter a new camp and a mini-boss. Okay. Yeah, so it's where I was. I can't do anything. But it says it's impossible to climb, though. So I don't know. Okay, I don't know. So I can't actually do this until I have enough I need vigor, right? Yeah. Lets you certain capacity to increase the maximum capacity, allows you to significantly faster XP, HP, and magic regeneration inside combat. Level 29, I'm at level 27. Okay, so basically, what this game is telling me is I can't do this mission right now. Which is garbage. Big fucking garbage. This doesn't give you anything, because you have to find it randomly in the world. And this you can't do shit. Unless you find everything, so. Yeah, so I guess I'm doing the main quest. Trial of the Waters. It is what it is. Alright, let's go do this. Alright. Let's get ready for this.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
Alright. Let's see if I pass this with a passable grade, or I fail this with a massive failure.
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
I do not have a sleeping potion on me.
Ah, boy. Of all the things that I have, I don't have a sleeping potion. Alright, let's go back. Let's load. Let's load there. Inventory, inventory, where are you? Inventory, inventory, fa fa foo. Legend. Alright, so I don't have a sleeping potion. I have everything else though. Is there a place where I can... a campsite near here? No. Shit. There's one here. I probably don't even have enough science or whatever to make a sleeping. That is discouraging. Where the fuck is the thing? Oh, it's there. Let's see what's in here. Do I have a sleeping potion in here? Okay, so let's see if I can make one. Yes. Nice. All right, cool. So let's go here. All right, let's go. Nice.
Siora, do you know? Did you?
Come back and...
All right.
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep. You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
All right. Alright.
May the enlightened help us.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. And I was suddenly with you again. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. On this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe ice. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water.
So first one is wind. Second one is snow. Third one is sun. And fourth one is water. All right. Resume game. What's this?
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tirfredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Frichterman.
Talk to Glenlyn about the trial. Alright. Let's talk about the trial. I saw things. Big things.
They're to mad on Almanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tirfredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual, and in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of rules and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Enormil Frichtemann now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them as well. Where can I find them?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Deirdre, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes. I heard about your loss, Siora. And divorced Tirce. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirce. Thank you, Glendon.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlug.
I've already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekid and Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendad.
Kwa'awalamsek. I hope that you will find him.
Alright, I think this is going to be the last little bit before I go.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then, all of a sudden, one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The Islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By Islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the Islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here?
Ask him where the attack took place.
Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The Islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Ask him why he didn't investigate.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors.
That's the purpose of the expedition.
My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that Islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, they just randomly ran up to me. I'm gonna go on this guy first. Cure for the Malachor. But I think I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. Guys, gals, and the world, thank you for passing by tonight, spending some time with me. Psych, thanks for passing by and lurking tonight. Hope that you have a great week. Thank you, Sun Sparkstar. I did not see your alert when you followed. I really apologize. At least you got, if you were watching Psych, at least you got a bit of a taste of what this game is about and what it entails. It's an interesting story. It actually is really an interesting story, but it needs some tweaks. If I don't see you guys lately, I haven't really streamed much during the week, but if I don't see you for this week, hope that you guys have a wonderful, safe week. I know that in the States, it's there's a bit of a lot of things going around, not just the virus, but other things as well. And I hope that I hope that things get better and there's change on the horizon. So I thank you everyone that passed by and that watched and that was lurking. Hope that you guys have a great week, and I shall see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Ciao.